One of the questions we're investigating in the Village Ecodynamics Project is the nature of the relationship between the people that lived in the northern study area in the Mesa Verde country and the people that live today in the southern study area in northern New Mexico. One of the questions that comes up in thinking about the nature of that relationship is whether the languages that are spoken in New Mexico today originated in Colorado, or whether they originated in New Mexico and were adopted by people that moved there from the northern study area in the 13th century. I've been looking into this using a variety of lines of evidence, and the conclusion I've reached is that I think that the Tewa language in particular originated in southwest Colorado and was spoken in many of the sites that we're looking at from the northern Mesa Verde study area. And one of the primary reasons I think this is the case is that in my studies of Tewa and from talking to native speakers and knowledgeable speakers of the language today, I've begun to notice there's a whole lot of words that are spoken in Tewa today whose etymologies or histories suggest that they used to mean something different than they do today. And from digging into the histories of these words, what I found is that in many cases there are words in the Tewa language that are descriptive of the kinds of buildings and pots and other things that archaeologists find in the Mesa Verde area that have not been made by Pueblo people since they left Colorado to move to where they live now. So, in a sense, what I found is that it's hard to explain how the Tewa language could have words with the histories that they have if the language had not been spoken in the Mesa Verde area by people who actually made things that look like the sites that we are studying here. In the Tewa language today, one of the words for the roof of a church is a compound word that essentially translates as a basket made of timbers. The roofs of the churches in the pueblos today don't really look like baskets, but in the Mesa Verde area, one of the things that we found in many places are these small pit structures or kivas that have roofs that almost look like woven overturned baskets that are nested or set on top of the stone masonry of the structure. So it appears as though that particular word originated as a description of what the roof of a pit house in Mesa Verde society looked like. And it's hard to understand how that word could have the history that it did if the Tewa language had not been spoken in Colorado, where people actually made roofs that look like baskets.